questions on that? Yes?
So the advertisements are occurring periodically, and so there are like a lot of ICMP packets in there that are actually present in the devices. So you sense those packets and
I'm not sure what a typical number would be for how often that would happen. I would expect, I mean, there's a strong argument that you don't want to flood your network with packets. I mean, these are just control packets; they're not data varying. All they're doing is advertising your presence. It's saying the service is available and you can use it by connecting to me. So, and in fact, in agent solicitation, there's a limit as to how quickly you can ask for it. You can ask for it once, and if you don't receive a reply, you have to wait a certain period of time before you ask again.
so yeah, but agent advertisement is like, for example, we don't just have one mobile node that will be trying to acquire the segment. So if we don't have enough ICMP packet,
I mean, so the nice thing about this is that it's because it's wireless. You can send that ICMP packet as a broadcast. So anyone with a link to this network, with a link within this network, should presumably have both of the lower layers in place, which means they've got enough signal strength to receive any packet that's passed within that network. So if you just broadcast this, so if you've got an antenna here, and you broadcast that to the entire network, everyone should be able to see that message at once. You don't need to individually address those advertisement messages. Any other questions? Yes?
So this is before the mobile node has like a traditional IP address from this.
Okay, good question.
I'm just trying to, like, it's receiving a packet from something, so does it have a number? It's just trying to get to the foreign agent to get, like, is that routing table established sort of thing?
That's a good question. So, okay, what's happening? We've got the network layer is trying to set itself up. So presumably something like, the first step when you arrive should be something like DHCP. In other words, you show up in the network, your lower layers establish the connection, establish that you can produce a connection. So when the network layer comes up, there's got to be a way for you to receive packets, so that you should be assigned an IP address at that point, and then you can start receiving these messages. So remember, you don't need a foreign agent in order to have an IP address. You can if we go with the DHCP model throughout the network, everyone has a dynamic IP address. Everyone has a topologically correct address at all times. It's just that those packets don't follow you from address to address. So when the foreign agent comes up, you should already have your IP address. Yeah.
So we're not looking for COA here. It's all here. We just registering the COA with that way to let it know that we're here.
Right. So that all that's going on here is the mobile node is figuring out that there is a foreign agent to take care of its mobile IP. The next step, which I'm about to talk about, is registration. That's where you get all your addresses set up.